Hello, my name is Sudriti Mondal. I'm a technical sales engineer at Testim. In this brief demo, I will walk you through the creation and execution of a simple functional test using Testim. Testim is a GUI functional test tool for web and mobile applications. You can access Testim by going to www.testim.io. It is a SaaS-based solution and only requires the installation of Chrome browser extension to create and execute tests. Testim test can be authored using a Chrome browser and executed on most browsers, including Chrome, Firefox, IE, Edge, and Safari. You can start using Testim by signing for a free trial, and you can then go to login, which will take you to the test list page in Testim application. When you visit this page for the first time, it will walk you through the steps needed to create and execute your tests. To author a new test, you can click on Create New or New Test. This will then take you to the test editor. Testim Test Editor is a web-based test authoring solution that allows you to author and execute tests. Each Testim test comprises one or more steps represented by a rectangle in the test editor. The first test step is added by default and is the test setup or initialization step. You can access the properties of each step using the gear button. This is where you specify the URL of your application under test, the name of your test, and configure the runtime configurations, including the browser and OS configurations, the timeouts, the resolution, and step delays. In addition, you can also specify test data that can be used for this particular test. In Testim, you can create new tests by recording user interactions with your application under test. Shortly, Testim will have the ability to author new tests using code. To record a test, I will click on the red circle icon. This will take me to my application under test, which is the travel application that you see here on the right. I can now perform the steps that I want to test. Testim will record each step and make it available as test step in the Testim test. To keep it simple, I will just record the login scenario. So I click on login. This will take me to my login page. And as I am logging in, this will capture the steps in the Testim test. So that's it. I'll now stop my test by clicking on the red button again. And I have a test which includes all of the different steps and interactions like mouse click, keystrokes that are needed to interact with my application. I can now save the test. The way I can run it is locally using in the browser mode, or I can run it step by step, or I can run the test in a grid. What I will do, I will go ahead and run the test locally. This will spin up the browser interface and then on my application under test, and it will execute the steps that are needed to log in to my application. This is how simple it is to create and run test in Testim. After you create a test, using Testim's record capability, you can add more steps through recording. As you can see here, record action here. You can add additional steps through out-of-the-box actions, and there are a variety of different actions. Or you can add validations for assertions of your test steps. You can also add synchronization steps. In addition, you can also group your test reuse to make it reusable. For example, the login operation can be performed across multiple different tests, and you can make them a reusable component through adding a new group. And confirm. That way, I now have a login group that I can use across multiple tests. To summarize, in this short video, I have demonstrated how to author and execute a simple GUI functional test for a web-based application using Testim. If you have any questions or like to have a detailed demonstration, please feel free to contact Testim, and we'll be glad to arrange a detailed demo for you. Thank you for watching this demo.